jitsu.
Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry for keeping y'all waiting. Dang, that was terrible. I'm sitting here making me a new player on 2K and ain't even realize. So, welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. Good to be in here with y'all. Let me get my microphone right, get everything right. I'm gonna get y'all some motivation. I think y'all been listening to some motivation either way. So we ain't gonna delay on that no more and get y'all listening to nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like again, once again, I apologize. I don't know what's going on with my mic, but okay. At least you can hear me. All right. So since we skipping the motivation because I'm late, today we talking about creation. We just gonna get some good stories in here right now. I was watching this, but this is for me, not for y'all. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's see what we got.
Up is an online thrift store and consignment store, and they have such high quality pieces that are.
Have you ever wondered what kind of creation stories are in the world? There are quite a few. Since the early days of civilization, humanity has pondered the origins of the universe. Fortunately for us, through oral tradition and writing, we can learn about these creation myths. Often these myths are vastly different, from a universe birthed from chaos to a universe that wasn't created at all. On the other hand, many of these stories have surprising similarities, even when they're separated geographically from Asia to North America. Ready to hear a few origin stories? I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 creation stories from around the world.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. I thought this music was a little different, but hey, it was a vibe for a second. We here again for another Healthy Mental Thursday, and let me mute this for y'all. We here for another Healthy Mental Thursday, and what is the topic? Let me grab my little thing right here. I be writing them in, but I like to look at them again. We just settling down right now, getting ready to shift over into a new year. About to go through the holiday season. You got your family around, probably got your friends around, and hopefully there's a lot of good cheer. Now, even if you don't got plans, you got plans. You know what you're doing next year. You know how you're moving. You never know how it could be anyway. So let's just get some stuff to help us prepare for that. All right, on this good healthy mental Thursday. So first of all, let me get us some motivation for the day. Motivation for the day, and then we'll go from there. I understand. Try to find one we ain't seen. All right, y'all, let's get it popping.
The fact that you're still alive and still on this earth, even though it's been challenging and rough, and sometimes you get discouraged and uninspired to keep going. God has a plan. You will grow through what you go through.
Don't be sad, be grateful. Don't dwell, do. Don't complain, create. We got this.
As long as there's breath in my lungs, there's hope in our hearts, and giving up's not an option. You and I and we, no matter what your unique situation, your storm, your struggle, your trauma, your abuse, your wounds, your scars, no matter what they are, you are not a product of your past. You are not a product of your environment or your current unique situation, but you are always a product of how do we navigate through our storm.
Yes, sir.
show up and play. Your story is not meant to be your fortress. Your story is meant to be your fuel.
You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind. That dream is not going to work. This ain't take a breather. It's going to say, come catch me. Catch me if you can.
You got to block out all of the noise around you that's going to tell you can't do it. Just believe that you can.
Tell yourself, I am more than my circumstances. I am more than my demons. I am great, and I will give my gift to the world. Because this is what I was born to do. Go get it, son. Go get it. Be sweet. Go get it. Be sweet. Go get it. Be sweet.
Right.
Go get it. Be sweet. Go get it, son. If you're going to see it, if you're going to see breakthrough, then you are going to have to be okay with the process that is required. The one thing you need to do to go where you've never gone before, to have what you've never had before, is to change the way you think.
You're at the edge, watching someone else live, wondering what it's going to be like when you jump without ever jumping. And I'm just here to tell you, jump.
Believe that you can. Believe it's possible for you to have it.
Don't lay on your back. Anything that comes your way, you got to be prepared to accept the challenge and go through it. Let's not think about the negative. Stop talking about the negative. Ask yourself, what would amazing look like for you?
Exactly.
As long as that heart is pumping blood, you know
Huh?
that yet. They haven't put rose petals on your box yet. Make sure every breath you take counts for something.
That's right.
Continue to pursue purpose. And we all got a purpose. Every one of you in this room were born to not just exist, but to experience life. Every one of you in this room, you were born to leave your fingerprints on history. Nine years ago, man, I did
like
this, and I
that.
would encourage some.
I like that. My bad, y'all. I was just sending out some links at the same time. Trying to make sure I'm proactive on sharing. But welcome to a nice little healthy mental Thursday, y'all. Let me remind everybody. Well, first of all, if you're new here, make sure that you turn on your notifications, because this is like my side hustle type thing. It's a main, but it's definitely like something that I do to give back. I don't really expect anything from people on this aspect, because I really like talking. I like to get on here and watch these videos, get people motivated, get people hyped. So just turn on your notifications 1 hour every Monday through Friday. Ain't nothing. Chill with me, get a little motivation. You could dip and get back to your day. And I promise your day will feel completely better, or completely different, after you get the little piece of expansion pack in. All right. So like I said, we settling down for the day and for the year, really. If you ain't made them moves this year yet, go ahead and try to make them, because the year is just about through. So Healthy Mental Thursday is a good time for us to hit that reset button, for us to settle into what it is that we looking forward to. One of the things that I like to do and say is, hey, your goals, set them goals. I got to take out my notebook, get back to writing down what is going to happen next year. So I don't want to hold y'all for too long before I show something real quick. Hold on. Settled brain activity. Let's see something. Let's watch a few shorts real quick.
When you train very hard, whether or not it's endurance training or strength training or what have you training, you're directing a lot of oxygen and fuel utilization to the muscles and less goes to your brain. This is the brain fog that you feel in the afternoon or after a hard workout. So you have to learn how much you can work out, how long, how hard, so that you don't actually reduce your brain's ability to function. A lot of people think they have ADHD or brain fog. They're just training like a maniac early in the day. When you train very hard with
Hey, it's a little interesting tidbit.
Did you know that a single workout could boost your brain in minutes? It increases blood flow, delivers oxygen to the brain cells, and releases BDNF, a protein that acts like fertilizer for your brain. BDNF helps you think more clearly and feel more focused. Ready for a quick brain boost? Start with a brisk 10-minute walk today.
Hey, I did mine. Hey, that's funny. I did mine earlier.
Did you know that a single workout could boost your brain in minutes?
It actually probably was like 11 minutes. 11-minute walk. So right now, I know everybody probably got like a whole year behind them where it's like, dang, where did it go? You know? We about to be on to 2026, and let me see, what was I? Everybody, real quick, look up and think about what you was doing in May of this year. I cannot recall. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that was about summertime. Hold on, maybe that was about going up to summertime. We was finishing the school year, getting ready for maybe some EOGs or something like that, and some testing with the school. You see what I'm saying? But if you really look into that, that was 7 months ago. You see what I'm saying? May to right now was about a good 7 months ago. We could all agree. And it's like, wow. We about to do that again, folks. We're going to do that again. So settle in to what's going to happen for next year. Now, let's just look at some stuff for next year real quick. Hold on. Previews of Hey, they got movie trailers and all. Let's see what's up. Hold on. I don't want to, hey, let's watch this. We can watch this.
You think you know David's story. A boy who became...
Oh, this fan made. I don't want to see the fan made one.
The most successful entertainer.
Cause they gonna put us on on crazy stuff. So now we gonna go back. That's cool.
Then what happened?
Let's see what else they got.
I bring you supplies week after week, yet you never leave here. Why is that? Most people just say thank you.
Don't ever come up here again.
We have a retinol match.
Send them.
What's happening?
Don't make a sound. Don't come out until I come for you.
Weapons free. Kill target on sight.
Dang.
Alpha team, come in.
They're all gone.
Who is that? Who are these guys?
Off the reservation. With baggage. You need to throw everything you've got at him.
Dang. He's putting him down. All right, let's see what else they got.
My name is Detective Christopher
This the
Reagan.
last one.
We live in a world where murderers walk free, in a justice system bogged down by red tape and human error. That all ends with mercy. A judicial system powered by artificial intelligence with access to every camera, cell phone, and database. If you commit a capital crime, you have 90 minutes to prove your innocence to an AI judge, or you will be executed.
All right, y'all. Guess what? Now we can't watch no more. So, I don't know what to tell y'all about the future. I can't, like, just put a whole bunch of predictions on it. But, watching these previews just now, it's fun. It's exciting. Right? Not really. I just wanna be able to relax at home and chill. Not gonna lie to you. This episode today, just look at it as one of those episodes where you just want to kick back. So let's get some psych to go in here. That's what's next year, though. Oh, and it ain't no episode tomorrow, y'all. No Fun Fact Friday. Yeah. I gotta get the free stuff for y'all.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Base 44, a complete AI creation.
Let me tell you this today. Overthinking doesn't solve problems, it creates them. It's like sitting in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do but gets you nowhere. It steals your peace. Let me tell you this today. Overthinking doesn't solve problems, it creates them. It's like sitting in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do but gets you nowhere. It steals your peace. It clouds your decisions. It keeps you stuck in a loop where every possible outcome feels like a problem to solve. But here's the truth. You're not alone, and more importantly, you're not powerless. Let me share with you 5 powerful, life-changing ways to stop overthinking and calm your mind. These aren't just tips. They are tools that can shift the entire course of your life if you let them. Number 1. Accept that you can't control everything. Overthinking often stems from fear, the fear of making the wrong choice, of being judged, of failing. So we try to predict every outcome, replay every conversation, and rehearse every possibility. But here's the truth. No matter how much you think, you can't control life. Control is an illusion. The weather will change. People will react however they choose. Circumstances will surprise you. When you embrace uncertainty, you stop fighting life and start flowing with it.
Yes,
Make a circle of control on paper. Write down what you can and can't control. When worry shows up, ask, is this in my control? If not, let it go. Step 2. Practice mindfulness. Be where your feet are. Overthinking pulls you into the future what-ifs or the past regrets. Mindfulness anchors you in the present moment, the only place where peace lives. Imagine this. You're sitting in a quiet park, sunlight on your skin, breeze in your hair, birds singing. But your mind is replaying an argument from 3 days ago. That moment is gone, but your body is reliving the stress as if it's happening now. That's the trap of overthinking. Use grounding techniques. Focus on your breath. Notice 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, and 3 you hear. Try meditation or mindful walking. Even 2 minutes a day can rewire your brain. 3. Limit your mental input. Your mind is like a sponge. It absorbs whatever you expose it to. If you're constantly consuming negative news, comparing yourself on social media, or doom scrolling, your thoughts will reflect that clutter. This isn't about ignorance, it's about intention. You wouldn't feed your body junk food all day and expect to feel healthy. The same goes for your mind. Choose a mind diet. Read inspiring books. Watch positive content. Listen to calming music or motivational talks. Number 4, set a worry time, then move on. Most people think they need to think through everything all the time, but actually, your mind works better when you give it structure. This strategy gives your overthinking a time and place, so it doesn't control your entire day. Set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes a day. During that time, write down your worries, analyze your thoughts, or journal freely. After the timer ends, stop. Tell yourself, I've already thought about that today. It teaches your brain that worrying has boundaries. 5. Take action, even small steps. Silence loud thoughts. Overthinking often paralyzes us. We think so much that we never do, and that inaction creates more doubt, which leads to more thinking. You don't need to feel ready, you need to move. Use the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now.
Get it done.
Build momentum by celebrating small wins.
Yes, sir.
Action builds confidence.
Hey, what up,
which
Stacy?
calms the anxious
How are
mind.
you today?
Remember,
It's good to see
learning
you.
to calm your mind and stop overthinking
hope
isn't
some of
about
this helped.
forcing your thoughts to go away. It's about changing your relationship to them, seeing them, accepting them, and then gently choosing not to follow them down the rabbit hole. Say no to overthinking now.
Hey, so I'm going to speak for just a couple seconds. Now, I know there's a lot of different thoughts. It's funny what I'm about to say, but I feel like I'm screaming. I know there's a lot of different thoughts about thinking. There's some that love it, do it all the time. There's some that feel like it ain't as necessary. There's some that avoid. There's some, you see what I'm saying? But we're living in a world of thought. We're living in a world of ideas. We live in a world where you can't escape not only your thoughts, but others too as well. And for me, I'm going to give this advice out to anybody that's listening. Go ahead and settle in on that. It's like being in the ocean and you're a fish, but you want to run on the beach. Sorry, my friend. You will never run on the beach. You will always be in the ocean. Now, is there a beach underneath the waves? I don't know. Maybe you can find it. But you will always be an ocean dweller. So for us, you get used to flowing with your thoughts. Get used to flowing in your thoughts. Get used to flowing through your thoughts. Because escaping your thoughts is something that you can't do. Now, I liken it to surfing. Like, you got to surf. You got to learn to surf. And you got to ride that wave. Not all the time are your thoughts building and encouraging and loving and everything that you ever could have had, needed, and wanted in the world. And so what are you going to do? You're going to get snatched under. You're going to let that take you down. I'm going to take you down. You see what I'm saying? You have to ride that wave. You can even, hey, in your mind, it's your mind, your thoughts. You could even make a boat and row that boat. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what a couple people talking about on here.
Now, like, people think, oh man, he's just sitting on raps, or like he's just holding.
Maybe this ain't going with what we had. Let's see what Felicia's saying.
You have to start with yourself and accept the circumstances of your life and accept them as your own. Accept them as your own creation. Accept them as your own karma. Accept them as your own truth, as your own work that you're given to do in this lifetime, and deal with it from there. And start with yourself. Start by taking time with yourself to just sit quietly in a day, to just be still and not let all the concepts and all the ideas and all the mental constructs wear you down.
I'm interested in your telling us how you may raise your daughter differently than your mother raised you, simply because times are so different.
I will not raise my daughter differently than my mother raised me. The rearing I got from my mother, words cannot express. I could live in any time, I could live in any country, I could live on any planet, and I would be fine.
What was the key?
My mother gave us aphorisms to learn as children. One is, the inner reality creates the outer form. And the other is, the universe bears no ill to me. I bear no ill to it. I would teach my daughter to look within herself first. Before career projections, before accepting ideologies and theories and philosophies, I would tell her to look within herself, to discover her own truth, and to live in the experience of constant awareness of that truth within.
Yes,
You have
ma'am.
to start with yourself. and
Now, hold up.
accept
We got to
the
save this
circumstances.
real quick. Hold up. And you know what's the one thing I like about this is that the same thing has been said throughout most of these videos that we've been watching. It's not like they come in on here and they giving us magical wisdom that we can't understand. The reason why it's hitting so hard is because it's a wisdom that we can understand, that just automatically resonates with you. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're hearing it and it's automatically understood. If you put your hand on something hot, it's automatically understood how hot it is. It's not like you got to say, well, you know, it's about 96 degrees. And, you know, at, hold on, let me put y'all back on the big screen. Let me do this little skit I got in my head. Watch. You don't have to ask the stove and come to a mutual understanding that this about to burn you. It's about 96 degrees. Hand, the skin on my hand, it usually burns at about 82 degrees. So I think this is going to be 14 degrees over, and ouch. No, as soon as you put your hand on it, it's going to burn you. And so you don't have to search too far. You just automatically understand the things that are being said when I'm watching or I'm showing these videos and we talking like this. That's the one thing I love about it. Let's see a few more.
How much do you really want it? And it's going to continue like this until you yourself that it's an infinite infinite direction of possibilities. They will never run out. But you will still have to figure out what is it that you really want from your life.
Every single time.
People will say, well, I want to have a mansion and I would like to have a private jet and I would like to have a beautiful partner, or I'd like to have a trophy.
Valid, absolutely understandable as well. But I do think that this universe is going to let you realize your lesson in the way how you need it. Yeah, You're gonna have your mansion, you're gonna have your beautiful wife, you're gonna have it all. There is something that's gonna put you back on track. There is something that's gonna put you back on track, telling you you need to readjust. It's why? Why? Because it has always been like this. We come with nothing. We go with nothing. What does it mean? This universe is gonna make sure that you're gonna go with nothing. Which means at some point before it's time for you to go, you will be faced with the fact of learning the necessity of letting go of what you have attained in this lifetime.
Yes.
And if you have not learned and have not understood that this is gonna come, then I think it's a very, very hard awakening.
Yeah.
It's a very painful awakening.
Yeah.
To realize, to have this realization that you have spent 70 years,
Yes, sir.
80 years following your goal, and now there is no other choice. You have to let go. It's not my invention. It's just my observation.
Yes, sir.
How?
That's my guy, Billy. Oh, my guy. Yes, sir. Let me save that. I think so. For me, and I can only speak from my perspective. That's why I always start with for me. I can't come to you and tell you that your inventory is gonna be saved. And if you've ever played Minecraft or any of these video games, you know exactly what I'm saying. We do so much to kind of prepare for that it's like, you think, you try to teach your kids for when you're gone, you try to you know, on and on and on. But ultimately, I just looked at it like this when he was speaking. You got a piece of the universe or the world or this reality that needs your special touch, and it can't be moved unless you move it, touch it, turn it, and watch it, right? And when you move that last brick, maybe you might not even move that last brick. You're gone, poof. You see? Because otherwise, and I saw a theory in physics too the other day when I was watching some of the videos back. This universe is Euclidean something that they say. Basically, it's just here. It's just here. And everything is already programmed to do what it's going to do. So we come in, we do our thing, and we go. And that's part of, and it's all part of that. And so it's not to say to take away from what it is you're doing, because everybody's personal touch is that touch. I got moments and stories for days about how I ended up being where I needed to be, or I ended up not being where I needed to be, but it all lined up and balanced out. And I've watched movies about that, and it looks so nice in the movie to whereas when it happens in real life, it's like, and I've settled into, like he was saying, I've settled into the fact that is not a one-off. It's not even a two-off. It's actually the way it is. I don't know if that helped anybody, but get used to the rut. All right, you're going to have that rut where you like, man. And then get used to having that eureka brain blast moment. They all are going to happen each time. And I want to give a quick second moment of silence to say a prayer for all of us in hopes that we do land, because I believe in this, we do land on the better side, greater side, and protected, whatever side, safe side of our goals. Even if we don't achieve exactly the pinpointed thing we want. So here we go. Thank you, God, for all that you give us. Even if those out there don't believe in a higher nothing, whatever, I'm going to speak to what we all exist in, and that is the reality. We don't know the events as far as tomorrow. And if you do, please let me hold that little machine or glasses or whatever it is you're using to see it just for a second. But since I don't obtain or don't have that at this moment, I want to say thank you for bringing me to this moment to give reverence and appreciation to all of the moments that have come before and this moment, to speak out to what we all live in here today in our reality. We could have stepped to the left and not been here. We could have stepped to the right and not been here. We could fall down and come up, and it wouldn't change anything about how much breath we can take into our body, or how many steps we can take in a day, or how many people's lives that we reach in a day. I just like to say that part of the plan is me to be here speaking, and I just give appreciation to that. Eyes closed, head bow, 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 bow. Thank you for everything that you've ever given me. In Jesus' name we pray, amen and amen. I did it, y'all. So if you don't believe in anything or what I believe in, thank you for joining me and giving that little thanks and appreciation, because we all stuck here, and you know, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It teaches you a little something. Those, I give appreciation to those that have left here and still probably reach back here. Well, not probably, and still reach back here with their teachings and all of the things that they showed us and experiences that they gave us through their lives, you know. So let's look at this real quick. We're going to finish off the episode for today by watching what we watched last week. I think we watched it last week, or maybe I didn't have an episode last Thursday, but we've watched it before. We're going to continue to watch it. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. I ain't going to stop it too many times while we listening, but this is definitely something that should help you out. Here we go. Long title, I know. And we'll pick up right where we left off.
You filming? Yep. I'll post it. Try rolling your wrist, dude.
The mayor, lace up.
To be calm. Even now, while you rest, your immune system is awake. Not in battle, but in balance. Every white blood cell, every antibody, listens to your emotional state. Immunologists call this field psychoneuroimmunology, the study of how thought and feeling sculpt immunity. When you're anxious, cortisol and adrenaline surge through your bloodstream, suppressing lymphocyte activity. But when calmness returns, the chemistry of defense shifts toward repair. Inside your bone marrow, stem cells receive these messages first. Under stress, they produce neutrophils and macrophages, soldiers ready for conflict. Under peace, they turn instead to lymphocytes, the caretakers of memory and restoration. The thymus gland, once hyperstimulated, resumes its gentle training of T cells, teaching them to recognize self from non-self, the fundamental lesson of tolerance. This shift happens silently, but its effects are profound. Within hours of relaxation, immune balance can be measured. Antibody production rises. Inflammatory cytokines decline, and oxidative stress markers fade. Melatonin, the same hormone that guides sleep, plays a surprising role here. It doesn't just regulate circadian rhythm, it modulates immunity. During the night, melatonin binds to receptors on immune cells, instructing them to repair tissue and clear debris. When you sleep peacefully, you are conducting an orchestra of microscopic caretakers. Your calmness gives them time to listen, to move, to heal. Even the microbiome, the trillions of microorganisms in your gut, respond to your emotions. Scientists at Harvard and the Weizmann Institute have mapped how stress hormones alter microbial diversity, favoring species that promote inflammation. But tranquility, restores equilibrium. Serotonin, 90% of which is produced in the gut, becomes the chemical bridge between emotional peace and immune health. When you feel safe, your microbes thrive. When they thrive, they produce metabolites that soothe the brain in return. It's a symbiosis of serenity. And within your lymphatic vessels, those transparent rivers that flow beneath the skin, calm breathing acts like wind over water. Each breath pumps lymph, carrying away toxins and inflammatory molecules. It's a mechanical meditation your body performs naturally. Inhale, circulate, cleanse. So tonight, as your breath slows, imagine your immune cells like tiny lanterns moving through your bloodstream, glowing with quiet purpose. They are not fighting, but restoring. They remember your every exhale as a signal of peace. Healing, in the end, is not just a process of the body repairing itself. It's the body learning that it no longer needs to defend. As darkness deepens outside, your internal night awakens. A rhythmic choreography led by the parasympathetic nervous system, the conductor of rest, digestion, and healing. While the sympathetic system drives you through the day, raising heart rate, sharpening focus, the parasympathetic is its moonlit counterpart. It slows everything down, guiding you back to safety. Each breath you take now sends gentle waves through the vagus nerve, your body's longest cranial pathway, stretching from the brainstem through the lungs, heart, and intestines. This nerve is not just a wire, it's a language. Its signals tell your organs that the world is calm, that energy can flow inward instead of outward. When you breathe slowly, the vagus responds by releasing acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that slows the heart and lowers blood pressure. Your whole body begins to resonate with the frequency of rest. In this state, the body performs countless acts of repair. The digestive system awakens, producing enzymes that break down nutrients. The liver releases glycogen stores to stabilize blood sugar through the night. The kidneys filter quietly, regulating electrolytes and balancing hydration. Even your pupils constrict slightly, an ancient sign that the nervous system feels safe. Electrophysiologists studying heart rate variability have found that during parasympathetic dominance, the heart's rhythm becomes fluid and adaptive, responding like a dancer rather than a drum. Each beat adjusts to the breath, creating a wave-like pattern known as respiratory sinus arrhythmia.
Come on.
This pattern is visible proof that the body is harmonizing, every system moving together in quiet coordination. Meanwhile, brain waves descend from alpha into theta. The prefrontal cortex releases its tight control, allowing deeper structures, the hippocampus, amygdala, and hypothalamus to communicate more freely. This is why emotional healing often feels like gentle dreaming. The mind replays memories not to relive them, but to integrate them. The parasympathetic night is not an absence of activity. It's the purest form of internal collaboration. In these hours, growth hormone peaks, repairing muscle tissue and regenerating collagen. The cerebrospinal fluid circulates more actively, clearing the brain of metabolic waste in a process called the glymphatic flow. This is the hidden detox of sleep, a tide that washes away the residue of thought. So as you rest now, feel that tide moving through you. Each heartbeat, each breath, each neuron joining in quiet rhythm. The body has found its night tempo, a biological lullaby written by evolution, perfected over eons. You don't have to command it. You only have to allow it. And somewhere between inhale and exhale, the universe whispers back, this is how all life heals. In rhythm, in stillness, in the gentle science of night. As your consciousness drifts between wakefulness and dream, your brain begins its nightly metamorphosis, a biological springtime that unfolds in darkness. Neurologists call it synaptic pruning and regeneration, the process by which the brain removes what it no longer needs and strengthens what helps you survive. It's not silence in here, it's gentle gardening. Billions of neurons, each like a tree with thousands of branches, release faint electrical pulses. These pulses form constellations of thought, memory, and emotion. During the day, those branches multiply wildly, trying to capture every experience. But during deep rest, microglial cells, the brain's gardeners, awaken. They trim away weak connections and water the strong ones with neurotrophic factors. This sculpting ensures that your mind doesn't drown in its own memories. It's how calm and clarity are maintained through molecular simplicity. The hormone melatonin, released by the pineal gland, doesn't just make you sleepy. It acts as an antioxidant, protecting neurons from oxidative stress and encouraging the regeneration of dendritic spines. Studies from the University of Rochester have shown that during sleep, cerebrospinal fluid surges through channels around neurons in rhythmic waves, flushing out beta amyloid and tau, proteins associated with cognitive decline. The result is a clearer mind, a cleaner circuitry of emotion. In these hours, the hippocampus, your memory's librarian, reorganizes the day's experiences. Emotional memories are sorted and stored, detached from their charge. The prefrontal cortex, the seat of awareness, integrates them gently, turning pain into lesson, confusion into understanding. Neuroscientists call this memory reconsolidation, and it's one of the brain's most healing acts. Even more astonishing, new neurons are born in the dentate gyrus of the hippocampus, a process called neurogenesis. For decades, scientists believed adults couldn't grow new brain cells. Now we know they do, particularly during rest and after moments of emotional safety. Peace literally regenerates you. Imagine your brain now as a moonlit forest, its pathways glimmering with faint bioluminescence. Electrical signals flicker through synapses like fireflies. Some fade, others linger, becoming constellations of new meaning. Each gentle breath you take nourishes that forest, carrying oxygen and glucose to every branch. You're not just dreaming, you're cultivating. The brain is not a machine that shuts down at night. It's a living ecosystem, pruning, repairing, and growing.
All right, y'all. So I hope that listening to that over the last couple minutes just was able to bring everybody into a better state, more relaxed, more settled. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here for the day and for the week. I will see y'all again next week. Happy holidays. We not letting up until next year, y'all. So keep on watching, checking out the Winter Holiday Marathon over there on my Dan F Man 007 channel, and whenever I go live on the DGTA channel. I'm playing SimCity, of course, and Grand Theft Auto is gonna be in the evening time sometime, and y'all just kick it here with me. All right, we on day 11, I think, so we still got another almost 2 weeks of this. So I'll see y'all in a few. And peace. This is DGTA TV.
To act promptly and decisively when your course is clear, and to keep constantly aware of the fact that you are, at this moment, standing in the middle of your own acre of diamonds, as Russell Conwell used to point out. Fourth, save at least 10% of what you earn. It's also remembering that no matter what your present job, it has enormous possibilities if you're willing to pay the price. Now let's just go over the important points in the price each of us must pay to achieve the wonderful life that can be ours. It is, of course, worth any price. 1, you will become what you think about. 2, remember the word imagination. Let your mind soar. 3, courage. Concentrate on your goal every day. 4, save 10% of what you earn. And action. Ideas are worthless unless we act on them. Now I'll try to outline the 30-day test to make. Now keep in mind that you have nothing to lose by making this test, and everything you could possibly want to gain. There are 2 things that may be said of everyone. Each of us wants something, and each of us is afraid of something. I want you to write on a card what it is you want more than anything else. It may be more money. Perhaps you'd like to double your income or make a specific amount of money. It may be a beautiful home. It may be success at your job. It may be a particular position in life. It could be a more harmonious family. Each of us wants something. Write down on your card specifically what it is that you want. Make sure it's a single goal and clearly defined. You needn't show it to anyone, but carry it with you so that you can look at it several times a day. Think about it in a cheerful, relaxed, positive way each morning when you get up, and immediately you have something to work for, something to get out of bed for, something to live for. Look at it every chance you get during the day and just